Hey Lyoko Warriors, this is Captain E here for you for another cool Lyoko episode review. This is going to be Season 2, Episode 14, titled Attack of the Zombies. So let's get into it. And also, Happy Easter, everybody. This is going to be produced on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. Okay, so after the opening, the episode starts off with Xana activating a tower. And then we see that Xana Mist comes out of a lamp in Org's room. And then it's kind of funny because every time like Xana comes out of a lamp, he always grabs the light bulb and puts it down nice and nice and neat. Make sure it doesn't crack. I mean, I guess so it doesn't alert anybody. And also, I guess Xana's just that nice of a dude, this like the light bulb. Just okay, there we go. Okay, now let's do something. Let me just kill the earth. I'm gonna kill every human, but let me just make sure I put this light bulb down slowly. Okay, anyway, that's too far. Anyway, after that, he attacks Kiwi, and we see Kiwi cry. We cut to everybody standing outside, and Jeremy's not like mad, but he's a little bit frustrated because he had no idea what he was doing on the Italian test he just had. He couldn't even put two words together. Yeah, I suck at Spanish, so it's whatever. Then right as he says that, Odd speaks fluent Italian. And obviously, Jeremy's like, "What did you say?" He's always said, "Well, you got to get better at Italian, man. And maybe I could help you." Right after that, we see Millie and Tamia following Sissy, and asking Sissy about what does she think about her father letting Italian foreign exchange students come in here to the school. So, Sissy, you always gotta be mean. She's like, who cares about, the whole school doesn't need to know my opinion. You two, nobody reads your paper. Get out of my face. And she just walks away. And obviously, Millie to me are like, man, I hate her. And I goes, well, you're not the only one. And then, jeez, hey, that's true, but like, jeez Louise. We cut to everybody in the cafeteria. Odd is mad at Jeremy because Jeremy's like, hey, man, I didn't call Kiwi stupid. And then Odd said, well, you called him brainless. Jeremy says, well, hey, look, if I throw a stick, he's not going to catch it and bring it back. Would you catch it and bring it back? He's not stupid. He's just like-minded. And then we cut to Millie and Tamia going to take a shower. As soon as they go to take a shower, we see Kiwi in the hallway. Obviously, they're like, oh, no, if Jim sees Kiwi out and about, he's going to take Kiwi away. So we need to put him back in the room. Tamia says, I'll take him back to his room. You go ahead and You go ahead and start up the shower. Let me slow down my speech. You go ahead and start up the shower. So Millie goes inside the bathroom. Tamia goes over to pick up Kiwi, but Kiwi bites her and turns her into a zombie. Just like the title, Attack of the Zombies. Turns into a zombie. She attacks Tamia. She attacks Millie in the bathroom, but Millie's able to throw her off of her, and then she's able to run outside. And then we cut back to the cafeteria where everybody's cracking a joke on Odd because this is his 8th cup of pudding. This is his 8th cup of pudding. And then Millie runs in there yelling at everybody about how Tamia just attacked her. She looked like a zombie. Obviously, nobody really believes her besides Jeremy and everybody else. Jeremy does a super scan, and after like a minute, boom, it finds the activated tower. So Oric calls up Yumi to let her know. And then the lunch lady tries to comfort Millie, and she's like, oh, it's okay, man. You just had a bad dream. She's like, no. It's not a bad dream. I just saw this joke happen to me like 5 minutes ago. It is real. I wasn't dreaming. I'm serious. And we cut to Yumi answering the phone. She's like, huh? Okay, Orc. And she's at the dinner table. And then Hiroki's like making fun of Yumi. Like, oh, Orc's your boyfriend. And he keeps taunting her. And then her dad tells her to stop. Tells him to stop. Hiroki's a boy. Sorry, her little brother Hiroki's a boy. Yumi gets really mad and says she's going to bed. And her family, oh, okay. She's going to bed already. He's getting early. And then I didn't expect myself to remember all that in one full sweep. So let me just cut to the part that I'm at. Sorry, you heard what I said. So, Millie is not calming down at all. So the lunch lady says, Sissy, go get your dad because she's still like sort of hyperventilating. Something's going on with her. Maybe it wasn't a dream or whatever. So go get your dad, the principal. Oric and the rest of the Lyoko Warriors says, we'll go with you. Okay, so they walk outside and they see Jim. She's like, hey, Jim, where's my dad at? Because Millie, he turns around and he's a zombie. And then the camera pans out. A big chunk of the school is zombies. And seeing that, Sissy gets scared and runs into the woods. Oric runs after her while everybody else runs back inside and barricades the door because it's like just about bad. it looks about half of the school, just about half of the school turned into zombies. I mean, that is not good at all. And we cut to Orc and Sissy running away, and Orc takes down everybody that's around Sissy. All he does is like a couple kicks, and they fall down, and Sissy's like really happy because Orc saving her. And then we cut to everybody else inside of the lunchroom. And this part, I mean, obviously you seem aggravated because of William, but at the same time, it's understandable. So obviously, Jeremy, Aelita, and Odd are trying to get out of the cafeteria to go to the factory to deactivate the tower. But obviously, William doesn't know this. When they're trying to leave, William's like, no, because the lunch lady passes out by being so scared. So by default, since she's not active, he's the oldest. So he's like, look, I'm the oldest. Like, he keeps trying to call the cops, but in that end, like, they think he's playing a joke because he's saying zombies. So he's like, look, I'm the oldest. I have to keep you guys safe, and I have to make the tough decisions. So you guys aren't going anywhere. Anybody wants to get out of this cafeteria, you have to go through me. None of y'all going anywhere. On the one hand, obviously you're aggravated because, you know, if they can get out, they can just stop all this right now. Like William, you're being so annoying. But at the same time, he doesn't know that. He's trying to be the big adult right now because he's he's in the 8th grade. Yeah, Jeremy and them are in the 7th grade. William's in the 8th grade. You know, he's not grown, but obviously he has to step up. He's the oldest, and there's zombies outside trying to attack us, and you see some younger people out there. I mean, you see some younger people than you turn to run outside when there's tons of zombies outside. You know, you gotta step up and like, hey, y'all ain't going nowhere. There's zombies outside. Y'all are gonna stay here. If you want to go out, you're gonna have to go through me. Obviously, you get annoyed because, come on, when you're so annoying, but obviously, you understand because, oops, and the episode clicked off. Let me click back up there. And it started over? What? I didn't even click nothing. Okay. I didn't even click anything. But, I mean, I wasn't that far into the episode anyway. Let me just get to where it was. I wasn't even that far anyway, so it's whatever. Anyway, obviously you're getting aggravated because William's trying to do that, but it's whatever. And, okay, I'm back to where I was. Okay, so we cut to Yumi. She finally gets to the factory. She's the first one there, and nobody else is there. Then we cut to Orc and Sissy. They're hiding in the woods because there's a ton of zombies around them because, like I said, just about most of the school got turned into zombies. So they're trying to figure out a way to either escape from the premises or to either go back to the cafeteria. And then we cut back to the cafeteria, and Jeremy does start to explain to William about the supercomputer and Xana. And, you know, William's like, so you're telling me there's a super virus called Xana trying to kill all of us. If you can get to a factory, you can stop it. Jeremy says, I mean, yeah, but would you put it like that, you know? I mean, would you put it like that? You know, doesn't sound too good, but, you know, that is true. Obviously, he doesn't believe him, so he's like, no. So Odd says, look, I got an idea. I'll distract them while you and Aelita go to the factory. Okay, that's a plan. So Odd, he starts to argue with William. Jeremy and Aelita try to sneak out the back door, but then Herb is such a snitch, man. Literally, as soon as they get towards the door and touch it, you see Herb like, huh? William, he's trying to escape. He just snitches onto him real quick. William gets up, grabs Jeremy, and throws. I mean, he doesn't like, you know, like hard as he can, but, you know, he like pushes him down. He's like, hey, look, I'm not, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to hurt you, man, but this is for your own good, and pushes him to the side. And they're like, here we go. Now we can't even get outside because this dude. And William is a decent, you know, he's in the 8th grade, and he's a decent, larger size than him. So, and everybody else is on William's side. So if they even try to like charge out, they're not making it too far. They're not making it too far because everybody else is on William's side trying to stay in here and keep everybody in here. Plus, William is a lot older and probably stronger than all of them. So that whole group, yeah, you're not pushing through like that, man. You're not pushing through. We cut to the main gate to where we see 2 police officers come to the main gate of the school, and then they're like, is anybody here? And then we see the gardener come out of his tool shed, and then the police are like, hey, have you heard any like disturbances, like zombies or whatever? He says, zombies? I mean, nah, to my knowledge, everything's fine here, but hey, like he specifically says, but hey, I haven't been on my tool set in like the past hour, so I don't know. But from my knowledge, from what I last saw, everything's okie dokie. The 2 police officers say, see, it was a joke, man. Come on, let's go. And they drive off. But the dude just said he just got out of his tool set. Like, he hasn't been out of his tool set in like a few hours. So the last time he'd been out of it, everything was good. But he hasn't been out of the tool set in a few hours. You get what I'm saying? So at least try to investigate, but nah. As soon as he says it, he's like, oh, okay, all right, well let's bounce. And the two police officers drive away. And as soon as they drive away, literally zombie Jim and all the other students come up to him. He's like, hey yo Jim, you hear about this zombie thing? And obviously there's zombies and they attack him. He's a zombie now. So, like, what in the world? In the distance, we see Orc and Sissy. They were gonna go out the main gate, but obviously Jim and them are covering it now. So, oh, we have to find something else. Come on, let's bounce. Like, we gotta find a different area to go to. And there are a ton of zombies in this area, so we can't be here right now. Sorry. Yumi does call, Yumi, Yumi calls Jeremy, and Jeremy gives her the update, and Org too, gives Org and Yumi the update about how they're stuck in the cafeteria. There's a ton of zombies everywhere. Also, they catch up Yumi because he doesn't know what the attack was, but tells her there's zombies everywhere. Then we cut back to the cafeteria. Somehow Kiwi got inside. Don't know how, but Kiwi got inside the cafeteria and it bites Odd. As soon as it bites Odd, obviously he turns into a zombie. Everybody jumps on them, ties him up, ties him down. And then Jeremy says, see? Now you would have let it go earlier, that wouldn't happen. He said, look man, I'm getting sick of this Xana talk. Everybody's gonna stay here whether they like it or not. And he doesn't do this. He like grabs him by the shirt. He's like, look man, I'm sick of the Xana talk. He's like, look, I don't know what you're talking about the Xana, but nobody is leaving. Like, it's like nobody is leaving this room. Like, you would be ridiculous. Sissy and Org make it back to the cafeteria, and the way that Sissy's able to get inside the cafeteria is pretty funny. So Org goes, "You ready?" She's like, "Yeah." We see Org run over to the side. He's like, "Hey, you're zombies!" And he's like running in place like this, waving his arms everywhere. And then they follow Org. Sissy runs over to the door, and she doesn't even look like a zombie. She's talking in fluent English. But Herbert's like, nah, she's a zombie. And she's like, no. She starts to tell, like, I have a stuffed animal I sleep with. I have a diary. He said, that doesn't prove anything. You could be a zombie. She's talking to you like normal. She's obviously not a zombie. Sorry, something popped up on my screen. She's obviously not a zombie. But he's like, nah, she's a zombie, man. Look, that doesn't prove anything. That's kind of dumb. Herb is kind of dumb, man. I wouldn't think it, but Herb is kind of dumb. This is the funny scene with Orc where he like distracts all the zombies so Sissy can run inside because Sissy yells at Sissy yells at Herb like crazy, and then Nicholas like, oh yeah, that's Sissy, let her in. Look at this. What is he doing? I was like, what is he doing, man? He looks ridiculous. He looks so ridiculous. Let me put this back on the TV. Ooh. Yow. Okay. Let me fix this. This got pulled over to the side a little bit. If it made some sort of noise, my bad. My bad, y'all. Okay, so they let Sissy inside, and the Orc. They let Sissy inside. But when they let Sissy inside, a ton of zombies got let in. So Jeremy and Alita run out because that's a great distraction. And Yumi, she comes out of the factory to help fight off some of the zombies to let Jeremy and Alita get to the factory with her. Oric fights off some of the zombies, and he specifically kicks William super hard. He says, that one is for me. And then he runs inside the cafeteria because they're able to push everybody out. So now Oric's inside the cafeteria with Sissy and everybody else from last time, and they close the door. Oh yeah, and William got turned into a zombie because Jim Zombie grabbed William, threw him outside. They all ganged up on him, and now he's a zombie. So Oric and Sissy and everybody else in the cafeteria, and it's out of the zombie now. So it's Alita, Yumi, and Jeremy. They're going to the factory. So that's what's going on right now. My bad. Okay, so sorry, there's something going on, y'all. There's something going on back there with that threw me off. That really threw me off like crazy. Whew. So they get to the factory. And they go to Lyoko in a desert sector, and they get on the overwing, and Jeremy materializes it pretty fast. And then we cut to OH group, and we see other zombies like huddling up in a circle, and they're trying to plan another attack. And then they're off. Yumi and Alita are off to the tower. And then also Kiwi's group is coming after Jeremy because he sniffed the sewers. He literally sniffed the sewer cap. All the zombies are coming into the factory to attack Jeremy. So Jeremy says, y'all gotta hurry up to deactivate the tower. So when y'all do, I can do Return to the Past. And if I don't do Return to the Past, then everything's gonna be pretty messed up if we aren't able to do Return to the Past. So they go over to the tower and there's three crabs. Three crabs. So they're flying around the tower. So Yumi charges in forward. She grabs her fan. You gotta pull it out. Like Yumi was a sniper shot this episode. She pulls out her fan, throws it, and she instantly hits the middle crab symbol. Boom, kills it instantly. Nice, just like that. Yumi's nice. I mean, that was pretty nice, man. That was pretty nice. And we keep cutting back and forth from Lyoko in real life, and everything that happens in real life before Cold Lyoko is just all the zombies barge into the cafeteria and everybody fighting them off, but one by one they get turned into zombies until it's just Oric, Sissy, and Millie left. And it's kind of a sweet scene. One is just them three left in a corner. One zombie tries to go after Millie, and Sissy has a chair. She's like, no, back away, don't you dare touch her, don't touch Millie. And then there was another scene when she started crying, and Sissy started to hug Millie. She was like, it's okay, Millie, it's gonna be okay. She started to act really nice and sweet to Millie, but it's surprising because every other episode before now, Sissy would just yell at her, be all mean to her, be like, shut up, who cares, nobody reads your new page, all mean to her. In this episode, in dire situations, your true color, it's Sissy really she's really a nice person. She just acts mean for no reason, to get attention and stuff, but she's really a nice person. She's really a nice person, but she just acts mean for no reason. She really acts mean for no reason at all. It's kind of ridiculous. So anyway, my bad. Yumi takes out one crab and then she she flies into this little cavern. And while she's flying around, Alita takes one of her fans, takes it out, throws it, boom, instant sniper shot. They are Hawkeye this episode, sniper shot, boom. So now there's only one crab left, and that one crab, I dropped my thing. That one crab is following them and running around them in the cavern. Why? Well, because they got shot off of their overwing. How? When they destroyed that one crab, Yumi flew out of the cavern all the way up, but then a Cryangolite was off to the side and it shot Yumi's leg. That kind of made them fly around and hit the sides of the walls, and then the overwing got destroyed. So now they have to run on foot, and they run all the way to where the tower should be, but there's nothing there. Right before they find that, the crab that was chasing them, Yumi ran. It's she has zero gravity. I just don't understand. She literally ran alongside the wall. I mean, you can do that really fast, but this scene was kind of long to where, okay, she should have fell by now. She probably should have jumped. But hey, it's whatever. She ran across the wall, jumps off, lands on top of the crab, and then, yeah! She just destroys it. But for how long she was running along the wall, the wall, it was okay, you can't run along the wall this long. You're being ridiculous now. You're being quite ridiculous. Look at this. She's runs along with, usually by now you'll jump off the wall, right? But she's still running. She's still running. She finally jumps off and then kills it. But you saw how long she was running for. Come on, she doesn't have zero gravity. What's going on here? This is ridiculous. That was ridiculous, man. What is he doing? Anyway, they get to where the tower should be, and there's nothing there. All you see is a digital C. So they're like, is that a trick? Because Alita does close her eyes, and she sees the tower. And Jeremy says, on my screen, the tower's right there. It must be some sort of illusion trick. So Yumi uses her telekinesis to lift Alita up and to drag her over to the tower. At the same time, she keeps getting shot by the Cryangolite. She does throw one of her fans at it, but it misses and keeps trying to lift Alita until eventually she loses her grip and she falls. But she lands on something. Xander just made the whole landscape invisible. He didn't make it disappear. It's just invisible, so you can still stand on it. And when they realized, we could have been walking on this the whole time. That Cryangolite kills Yumi, and then Alita runs over to the tower, and then Xander manifests a crab. But then Jeremy's keep running. It wouldn't dare shoot you because it needs her memories. And just like Jeremy said, literally, Alita just runs right towards it. The crab just stands there, and then Alita runs under it and goes into the tower. And then do Cold Lyoko. So I was like, yo, that is crazy. And then the way that Jeremy's able to do Return to the Past, he does turn into a zombie, but he like has the mental fortitude to like just press the button just in case. Plus, he could have just done like a timer thing. Like he could have done a timer. Where's that cool scene where? Yeah, I think it's right here. Where Alita, no, but here's a funny scene where the Krangler runs into the invisible tower. Yeah, here we go. Like we see like an X-ray vision or how she sees the tower because really it's like nothing there. But you know she's like able to see it because she has like X-ray vision somehow. But here's a pretty funny scene of the Krangler. I can't show the screen for too long. Here's a funny scene as the Krangler runs into the invisible tower. Just being stupid, like it doesn't have X-ray vision. Okay. And the last scene of this episode is the exact same thing that happened at the beginning of the episode when Cece was being all mean and green to Millie and to Mia about the newspaper, and then Millie was like, "Man, I hate her," and then Alita and everybody else was like, "I mean, hey, yeah, we don't like her too much too, but hey, she could be kind of nice and kind of sweet to you, and deep down, we think she kind of likes you too." What? Yeah, you never know anybody's true colors until you really see them. You know what I'm saying? And they look over at William. You know what you're saying? I mean, not Millie to me. They don't look over at William, but everybody else does. And then that's in an episode. Like, you know, like, cut her some slack. I think she really likes you. You know, maybe she just put it on her front. What? No, she can't be in this and that in the episode. So, hey, this is a really good episode. I thank you all for watching. Oh, wait, before that, like I said in my last episode review for My Hero, I'm going to show one art piece that I got back from school. So, not last week, like a day ago, I sold the bowl of 3 oranges. What y'all want to see today? I guess I'll do this one. I sold a bowl of 3 oranges. Here's another one of my art pieces. It is a fox. Yeah, this doesn't look like a normal fox, but here is a fox. Pretty nice, right? It took me forever to do this. Like I wanted to do like this cool, like this cool stroke method over here, but I did it like the last painting I did this cool stroke method, but when I painted this side first, and I completely forgot what that stroke method was. So like, you know what? I'll just mix it in to make it like, cause it still looks cool on this side, man, not as cool as this. So I completely forgot what it was, and as soon as I come over, like you see the transition, as soon as I came over here, I instantly remembered the stroke method. I'm like, oh, let me start doing this. And it was like doing like a day or so, and I'm like, I can't like do this cool stroke method over here because it takes kind of a long time to get each paint. Like it's whatever. I don't want to hear all that, but it like I instantly remembered it as soon as I get to this side. But I forgot it when I did this side. So it's half and half, but it still looks good. I still got an 80 on it. It's a nice fox. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put all these. I got 4 over there. I gotta show 2 more videos, but I don't know where I'm gonna put all these paintings. I don't. Maybe I might not. I could put one right there. Other than that, there's a lot of paintings to hang up. Plus, I got like 3 more. So 3 more coming next semester. So there's even more stuff to hang up. So I don't think I'm gonna hang up all of them because that's a lot of stuff in my room to hang up. But I want a one-piece poster somewhere, so I gotta leave some room. So anyway, I'm bad for rambling on and on. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for watching. I thank you all out there for being wonderful human beings. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. There was a pretty nice thing though. They put this on there for me. I can't believe they actually did that. That was pretty sweet.